The Beatles had exactly the same problem you will have in 20 years. You don't think about your old works, and when you need them, access is lost. Here's how it happens and a few ideas to avoid this. To raise awareness. I have been making music for about 25 years. I no longer have access to around 75% of my work, which is really stupid because from today's perspective, some things were really good ideas. At the turn of the millennium, I was totally in vogue and saved all my data on CDR. They last 100 years and will always be accessible. I tell you a secret, they actually don't last 100 years. New computers don't have a reader, and even if they do, the software for reading the data discontinued in 2011. Wait, there's more. In the mid-90s, hardware sequencers were the tool of choice for someone who didn't just sit in the studio. 3.5-inch discs were used, and yes, they can still be inserted into an external USB drive today. Unfortunately, neither the formatting of the disks nor the files are compatible with a modern computer. Wait, there's more. In the early 90s, 3.5-inch disks were relatively expensive, which is why floppy disks were used. Of course, every computer had different formatting. The data formats are unknown to today's software, and since I didn't label the disks in a meaningful way, I don't know what could be stored on them. You can now say, pretty stupid. That's why you save the finished beats and stems. So there's more. Here's an example of my stems. This was recorded with either a Tascam 4-track or 8-track. Since I didn't label the tape, I don't even know if there's anything useful on it and whether it's worth organizing an 8-track on Reverb. But that's why you archive your master files. We did it as well 25 years ago. This is a DAT tape that allows uncompressed digital recordings at 48 kHz. Unfortunately, I no longer have a DAT recorder, and of course, the tape is not labeled. Today, I have my SD card. I also save my projects on the hard drive and maybe have a folder somewhere where I save my beats with names like Cool Beat Temp 04. My request to all musicians, please don't make the mistake of thinking that your SP-404 MK2 will be available in 20 years, or even worse, that you never want to access your old material again. Take the time and create a folder in which the tracks, the master file and the samples used are located. Write a text file that explains what it all is. Create backups and label your devices properly. If you become famous, it's worth its weight in gold. And even if you don't, do you really want to sit in front of your collection of obscure data carriers when you're old like me and only vaguely remember what you achieved as cool musician back then?